1.3.1 Crack the Case. Case brief. At 1:30 p.m., Police HQ receives a call from Naomi Lee, who requests a well-being check on Marcel Newgard. At 1:45 p.m., an officer is notified about Newgard's well check. At 2 p.m., law enforcement arrives at Newgard's house. They find Marcel face down on the floor of his garage. It was determined that Newgard was in fact deceased. The scene. Marcel is lying face down on the floor of his garage next to his white car, and there is a black baseball bat not too far away from his foot. He has his phone in his hand and blood splatter on the ground next to his head. There is blood on the door handle of the rear door of the car and a dent on the car with blood. Time of death. Body found at 2 p.m. Sunday afternoon. Fixed lividity on the side of the body. No signs of rigor mortis. Green discoloration of the body. Rectal temperature is 93 degrees Fahrenheit. Ambient temperature is 93 degrees Fahrenheit. He died around 10:52 on Sunday morning. Entomology. The specimen of blue bottlefly found on the descendant's face is in its instar stage, meaning that it's been alive from anywhere from 1 to 4 days. Persons of interest. Jen Newgard, 20 years old, female, Marcel's younger sister, says she last saw Marcel on Friday night at 10:15 p.m. They were arguing about how she borrowed his car and got a dent in it. Polygraph test results. Her results looked like as if she was telling the truth. Her heart rate and respiratory rate seemed to be calm while she was answering questions. Cam Banks, 23-year-old male, Marcel's roommate, says he last saw Marcel on Friday afternoon at 3:30, just before Marcel left for work, and Cam left the town for the weekend to visit his family. He and Marcel had recently gotten into an argument over Aiden. Polygraph results say his results look constant, and he seems to be telling the truth. His rates are calm and consistent. Kay Littrell, 22-year-old female, Marcel's co-worker at the Bistro Biotic restaurant, says she last saw Marcel at the restaurant. They both clocked out at 10 p.m. Kay recently accused Marcel of stealing her tips and threatened to go to the manager. Polygraph results. Her heart rate and respiratory rate spiked when she answered. Aiden Santori, 25-year-old male, a new friend of Marcel, says he last saw Marcel on Friday afternoon at 3:50 p.m. in the parking lot of the Biotic Bistro restaurant just before Marcel started his shift. Aiden and Marcel recently met a couple weeks ago. Not much is known about Aiden. He's a suspicious character. Cam recently caught Aiden going through one of the cabinets in the apartment he shares with Marcel. Polygraph results. Aiden's results look questionable. They did spike when he answered questions. Naomi Lee, 32-year-old female, Marcel's supervisor at the Biotic Bistro restaurant, says she last saw Marcel when he clocked out of his shift at 10 p.m. on Friday. She contacted police when Marcel was a no-show for 2 shifts. Says she was aware that Kay and Marcel didn't get along, but didn't know why. Polygraph results. Her results look questionable. Her heart rate spiked when answering questions. Digital evidence. Text messages from oldest to recent. Cam texted Marcel telling him to keep Aiden out their house at 11:35 a.m. on Friday. Marcel texted Jen that she wrecked his car at 2:33 p.m. Friday. Aiden texted Marcel telling him that he will be meeting him at his work just before his shift at 3:33 p.m. Friday. Marcel texted Cam that he will be at batting practice at 10:45 p.m. Friday. Naomi texted Marcel asking where he was and that he was late for work at 4:30 Saturday. Naomi texted Marcel asking where he was at 9 o'clock Sunday. Cam texted Marcel asking where he was at 12 p.m. Sunday. Emails oldest to newest. Naomi emailed Marcel the schedule for work that weekend at 2 p.m. Thursday. Kay messaged Marcel telling him to give her tips back at 10:03 a.m. Friday. Anytime Dentistry emailed Marcel to remind him about getting his paperwork done for his appointment at 4:07 p.m. Friday. The map route Marcel's phone has taken, it was home, park, coffee shop, community college, gym, barbecue restaurant, home, coffee shop, home, work, home. At the last home, Marcel has been home for 2 days straight, so he was killed then. DNA evidence says DNA from the gum matches Aiden, and the DNA from the blood spatter matches Marcel. Heart autopsy. From the heart autopsy, didn't seem to be anything wrong with his heart. There were no holes or buildup in it. Toxicology report. Report showed that Marcel had 65 milligrams per liter of caffeine, 30 milligrams per liter of a chemical in rodent killer, and 20 milligrams per liter of a painkiller. Blood typing shows Marcel is A, Aiden is O, K is A, Jen is A, Cam is AB, Naomi is B, and the blood spatter is A. Hair evidence. The hair at the scene seems to be either K. Littrell's or Aiden Santori's. Fingerprints. Fingerprints on the baseball bat found at the scene matches Marcel and Cam's fingerprints. Conclusions. After reviewing the evidence found at the scene and using the information given to me to work with, I believe that the suspect that should be arrested for the murder of Marcel Newgard is Aiden Santori. Aiden is a suspicious character because nobody knows much about him, and he was caught by Cam snooping around in Marcel and Cam's cabinets. The gum found at the scene matches his DNA, and the hair found could be his as well. I believe he poisoned Marcel and found a way to beat Marcel in the head with a mysterious weapon without leaving any fingerprints.